Welcome back everyone, this is GTA Failer. In our last video we bade farewell to Chunky Lee Chong, so we find ourselves right here in Chinatown from the end of that mission. And in this video we move right along to the next Joey mission, which is Van Heist. So we're going to check out the cutscene as usual, and I want to point out two transcription errors, prominent transcription errors in the cutscene. So the first one happens in the first sentence. You're going to pay attention to the word payroll that Joey's going to say in the very first sentence here. And I've got two different problems with the transcription for payroll. So let's take a look at it. Here's Joey. Okay, so first of all, payroll is one word. Second of all, it's not R-O-L-E, it's R-O-L-L, one word, P-A-Y-R-O-L-L, come on. All right, now look for the word it's here. Not in this sentence, but I think it's the next one. It's rounds. There it is. It won't be doing it's rounds all day. It's has an apostrophe. Joey, Rockstar, GTA, somebody get on this. The apostrophes are all over the map. They were missing an apostrophe in Mike Lip's last lunch. Now they've got an apostrophe in the word it's for no reason whatsoever. I mean, come on. All right, so the grammarian part of this video is over now, and let's get into the mission proper. So the idea here is that we are supposed to smash into a secure car repeatedly, increasing its damage meter. You can see the damage meter in blue at the top right. The car is impervious to bullets, so shooting it won't do any good. So we just smack into it over and over again. The first time you smack into it, the van gets spooked and starts to try to drive away. It's not very good at driving away. It's pretty slow, but the health of the secure car is quite high. Definitely higher than the health of my taxi here. So maybe a better strat. I'm showing you like what happens when you take a regular old car here. Often what happens is your car blows up before the secure car sustains enough damage. So maybe better would be like a heavier car, like a flatbed or even an ambulance, something like that, that can deal more punishment to the secure car with each strike, with each collision. So you can see we're probably about 80% of the way through, but my taxi cab is 100% of the way through. So even though the secure car is impervious to bullets, it can catch on fire, and it will if it's near an explosion. So that's why I had to back my taxi out of the way. So the other complication here is not only do you have to get the secure car's damage meter down, and it's only, hitting it that will do it. The bullets don't do anything. But the complication is that you will almost certainly get 2 stars doing this mission in the standard way. The first strike gets you your first star, and almost certainly a couple of strikes after that you'll have your second star. Now, of course, you could go into the Bribe Star tunnel right there and clear the 1 star. If you get the first star and then you're really slow getting the second star, then maybe the first star will disappear and the second star will actually just be a first star. Here I'm showing you the not the FBI guys, but these guys on foot here. I'll read from the wiki. I couldn't really get a good look at them. They were frantically running around, but it says in the wiki that, where is it? Somewhere. Here we go. The skins of the van's motorists are unique and cannot be found elsewhere in the game. They wear a cap and shirt which read Fort Knox Security, and of course Fort Knox is an army base in Kentucky. Okay, so where are we going? Well, the mission would have us go to the Portland Docks area and drop off this secure car, but this secure car has special properties, one of which is that it's bulletproof. And we want it. In fact, this is our first unique vehicle that we've had access to since the unique color Kuruma, that teal Kuruma, in the very first mission in this game, in this video series. So I can't steal it in my garage. What I need to do is fail the mission in order to steal this special secure car. So there it is. And it's not immune to explosions, so it's going to blow up, and we're going to fail the mission. And then we're going to take a look inside, and we'll see indeed it's blown up. But this garage door has magical healing powers, and now this unique secure car is healed, well, except for the back doors, which just popped off. It's barely enough room in this garage for the secure car, so I'm saving it here. And now I'm going to show you, prove to you, how special this secure car is. So I mentioned that it was bulletproof, so this sounds like it's a good time to do some testing. Oh, here I don't care about the weapons because we're already over 10,000 each, but my health suffered a bit during that mission. So I think we're going to save again, just so I don't have to keep running through the armor and health. And now we're going to do a bunch of testing. In fact, I guess just about all of the weapons that I have are going to get unleashed on this very special secure car. So typically, when you shoot a car enough times with the bullets, it will catch on fire. So we'll give it some revolver. I don't think I hit it with enough to even catch a normal secure car on fire with the revolver, but Uzi surely should have set it up, pushed it over the top in terms of catching on fire, getting this secure car down to 0 health. Shotgun takes like 2 blasts. That's more than two. Not only does it not blow up, it doesn't even show any damage, right? Like it looks like it's pristine. All right, there's the AK-47. Okay, surely if something is going to have an impact, it's going to be the M16. Come on now. So something like 8 bullets of the M16 is enough to blow up every vehicle. Well, almost every vehicle, not this one. All right, sniper, good from long range, doesn't do anything to this secure car. But the secure car is not immune to explosions. And so the rocket launcher blows it up, and now our secure car is dead. So we reload. I guess probably I could have pushed it slowly into the garage, maybe easier just to reload. And we've got a few more weapons to try. So far, of all the weapons we've done, the only one that had any impact was the rocket launcher, which had a huge impact. So bulletproof, but not rocket proof. Okay, and what about flames? So this should catch the thing on fire. We should literally see it catching fire. The fire might go out after like 5 seconds, and then if you repeat, catch it on fire again, and it'll go out 5 seconds. Catch it on fire a third time, and then it'll like explode. But this vehicle is not just bulletproof. This vehicle is fireproof. It cannot catch on fire from the flamethrower or from the Molotov cocktails, but it will catch on fire if you throw a grenade at it, which I think is what we're doing next. And it caught on fire very briefly when we hit it with the rocket launcher. All right, I think we've demonstrated pretty clearly that the Molotovs. I guess I'm just a pyromaniac, and I like throwing Molotovs because it's pretty clear that this vehicle is flame-proof. I think I hear a fire siren over there, fire engine siren, which is what I was looking at. Okay, but not explosion proof. So one little grenade is enough to catch it on fire, you can see, and now explode. Okay, so we'll reload and start fresh. One of the things I mentioned I was planning on doing in this series is collecting all of the unique vehicles. So this is number 2 out of I don't know how many, maybe 20 or something. Okay, so here I'm trying to demonstrate that the secure car is not collision proof, like it still sustains ordinary damage from collisions, and if you damage it enough from collisions, it will catch fire. That's what I'm demonstrating right now. And so this one is almost at 0 HP, so here we go, regular speed. That must mean the end is near. Bam. So bulletproof and fireproof, but nothing else proof. And then the only other thing I think I want to demonstrate here in terms of this secure car's not being special is flipping it onto its side. And we'll see, just like all the other vehicles, when you flip them onto their side, they catch fire. I think that's true of every vehicle, like even the special ones, like even the proof ones that, like we've seen, this is our first proof one, and there'll be many more proof ones. And I think there's like some vehicles that are like all proof, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I've never done this special car collecting before this video series. But here, if you roll or flip your secure car and can't get it back on its wheels, it will catch fire just like normal. Okay, so this one car garage needs to make room for future unique vehicles that we're going to find here on this first island, on Portland Island. So my goal is to get this secure car over to Staunton, where I have a much bigger garage, and that will clear up the space in the Portland garage for my next unique vehicle, which I think is coming soon, maybe 2 videos from now. Okay, so you've seen me do this trick before. I failed at this trick many times off video, or at least I just edited them out. Like what usually happens is exactly this. Like I land and then I just flip off of like that's the tunnel that goes from Portland Island to Staunton Island, and I just fall off the back of it. So I failed at this for a good 15 minutes. And so I just wanted to show you the one failure. There were many more that looked just like that one. And then I think this is my success here. So even landing this thing, it was still a dicey trip. So I almost like rolled it or flipped it. I can't even see where the the tunnel is. So here I think we got push because I don't want to drive this forwards and backwards. If you fall off on either side, you get teleported right back to Portland Island. I need to get teleported to Staunton Island. So we'll push, 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 and then I think I'm going to fast forward this. But anyway, like I said, this was the successful attempt. And another tricky thing about this particular attempt here is that, like, oh my goodness, almost drove it right off right there, is that the tunnel just disappears from view. I mean, like, what's going on here? Why can't I see this tunnel? I think it has to do with the, what is happening here? I think it has to do with the height, the fact that the security car is so high, and something about like the angle of the tunnel, like the incline of the tunnel. I don't know. I tried going in first person, still could barely see the road. So here I'm trying to like plot, okay, like forward a little, left a little, forward a little, left a little. I mean, it's doomed for failure, but it turns out I could have just driven off the edge well before I did here. I just needed to get on the correct side of the blue wall, the Portland Tunnel blue wall. So I'm in the tunnel. Anywhere in the tunnel is fine. I'm actually headed the wrong way here. I don't even realize it. But we'll fast forward once we turn around and head the correct way to get out to Staunton. And so what can you do with a bulletproof secure car? Well, I don't know. Hopefully we can find some use for these things in coming missions, the special vehicles. But the one idea I had here was to show off my new vehicle to my buddies from the Colombian cartel because they love to shoot at me. And they cost me 10 hours of my life shooting at me when I was doing paramedic over on Shoreside Vale. And so I just want to share with them, like my new find here and say, hey guys, take a look. Let's see your fancy bullets. So I thought I was going to wake up this guy on the right, but it turned out there was somebody on the left. And lots of bullets, and none of them make any difference. I mean, you can see my secure car is not in perfect health. It's kind of dinged up from running into that tree many times to try to get the secure car to glitch into the ground. But these bullets make no difference. I'm like the Pied Piper for Colombian cartel. This is great. Come on, boys. It's a party. Everybody get in line. You can actually see some cool stuff in the back of the secure car, like that open back door. I don't know. Is that like supposed to be money or gold in there or something? Something valuable. Okay, so the Colombians got distracted. They started shooting at another gang. I think it was the Yardies. Anyway, we got our secure car over here. And that is awesome. There's our unique colored green Karuma that got here via carboat. And the secure car is damaged. And now the secure car is healed. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so now we will save here and then head back to Portland. We still have a mission to do after all, because the only way to get this secure car is to fail the mission and then steal the secure car somehow. Okay, so we're going to fast forward as we make our way over to a boat, and you've seen me ride this boat over to Portland many times, but I want to show you something I don't think I did when I was in the police boat in any previous video. So the Predator, being a police boat, so it's this one here on the left, can shoot. You just have to hold down the left mouse button, and you can see I'm shooting. Kind of reminds me of like Star Trek, I don't know, like photon beams or something, phasers, I don't know what they're called. Maybe not Star Trek, maybe it's more of a Star Wars thing. But anyway, we can try to shoot this poor reefer over here who's doing nothing to no one, but happens to be conveniently located. So it took me a while to get the right angle, but eventually I started to hear the sound of connections, the bullets connecting. And so you can see it didn't take too many hits of the bullets or whatever those things are coming out of this police boat in order to blow up the reefer. Pretty cool. Okay, so now we'll fast forward again and head back and start the mission over. I think I'm going to save like right in front of Joey's too, because we're going to do a few different starts here. While we're headed over and doing some more starts, I'll read a tiny bit more from the wiki. Where is it here? The wiki says that the player cannot save this special secure car in their garage in the definitive edition. I don't know why, but it says it can't do that. One of the things the wiki says is that one of the fail states is to let the secure car escape. So what you're watching right now is me standing in place. I think it's fast forwarded like 8 speed or something. Standing in place, trying to let the secure car escape so that I can see the fail message. So literally 5 minutes of me sitting here And at the end of 5 minutes, I was like, all right, the secure car could be really far away. I'm in the pretty far south of the island. The secure car had plenty of time to get to the north. It was really trying to get away from me. And then like right around here, I think I discover like where the secure car is. You can, if you see the mini map there, I turn to my right. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Not close to escaping. Okay, so maybe the secure car won't, like maybe it only escapes after it's spooked. Like I never moved from this spot, so that secure car doesn't know to be spooked yet. So I think we'll try that in another attempt here in this video, but not this one. But in any event, it sure seems like the secure car will not escape when left to its own volition. Okay, so here I'm trying to get into the secure car, and not surprisingly, the doors are locked. Otherwise, that would kind of trivialize the mission if you could just yoink out the driver. Here I'm trying to get in the passenger door, but it won't even let me try to open the door, even though it's locked. Okay, and I wanted to see, okay, just the M16, does it do anything? Like this is my go-to weapon. Not only does it have no impact, it doesn't even spook the driver. He doesn't start driving away. He's like, oh, whatever. I hear 60 rounds of bullets a second hitting this vehicle, no problem. Oh, fire underneath, no problem. So you can see my car was on fire there, the one that's in the front, briefly, and then the fire went out. Okay, so and the only way to spook them, as far as I can tell, is to ram into them. Now, there is one more way to spook them, which we'll get to later. But this is the standard way, is you ram into them and then they start driving off. So then I stayed here, again, intentionally trying to let the van escape, the secure car escape, to see that fail message. I wanted to see it. It's in the wiki. It says that letting the secure car escape fails. So we sat here for a couple of minutes. I said, all right, maybe they haven't gotten far enough away. So at some point, I'm going to drive to the far north of this island because they're south of me right now. And just hoping to see this fail state that I've never seen before. So here we are speeding off to the north, about as far north as we can be. I said, okay, we haven't failed yet. What if we head to the other island? So then I hop onto the tunnel and run over to Staunton Island, and we'll hop off over in Rockford. And still no failure. I have no earthly idea how to make this thing fail by letting the secure car escape. It's possible the wiki is just wrong, but in any event, I can't figure out how to get that fail message. Okay, but here's one fail message I can get, and that's to destroy the secure car. And we already know that the grenade will do it, and so will the rocket launcher. So there you go. The vehicle is wrecked. It is, it is. Okay, so next I was interested in knowing what route the secure car takes like normally, and what route does it take when it's spooked? Like, does it have a destination, or does it just kind of drive? As usual, I'm too lazy to follow, and I don't want to like memorize a route, so we just go for a ride. It sure seems like the NPCs that we're supposed to like hunt down and destroy or whatever, like they don't mind if you just ride with them. So I'm just getting some police attention here to spice things up. What I was hoping would happen was that eventually, like the police officers would spook the secure car. I thought that the police officers would ram into this car because I'm on it. And if I have like two wanted stars, the police officers ram into me like there's no tomorrow. So I was pretty surprised that like the police officers really went out of their way to avoid ramming into this car. I guess being on top of it is not the same as being the driver of it in terms of the police behavior. Okay, so now we're stuck here because this police car to our right. So I'm going to blow up the one to our left. It's close enough to damage the secure car. That blue, the dark blue in the damage meter is the first damage the secure car has gotten. So now the secure car is spooked. And so it's going to ignore traffic lights and it's going to, go the wrong way in if traffic is in the way, it'll go the wrong way down these roads. So it's spooked, and it just seems like it's driving around randomly. And again, I'm just surprised that the all of these police vehicles with my 4 stars are not ramming into this, like they're avoiding it. So here, finally, we get to 0 damage just because I blew up a police car close to this secure car. So yeah, hoping the police would do my dirty work there, but they did not at all. Okay, sorry for the fog here in this attempt, but we're just headed back to Portland Harbor, which is where you're supposed to go to drop off the secure car after you've stolen it. and that will end the mission. It's pretty simple once you're actually in Portland docks proper, because as soon as you go into that blue mark, the police attention disappears. Now I've got 4 stars, and then it seems like even though I still have 4 stars, the police already gave up. Like that is not the level of aggression I was expecting to see, but you can see the 4 stars officially disappear once we touch the blue marker. So pretty straightforward once you get away with the secure car. Here I think I'll monkey around with like getting in or out or out. I don't know. I'll goof around with those in a future attempt, I guess. So here is my final attempt. So you're going to see the whole thing. I don't think I fast forward. I don't do any cutting, but I don't think I might fast forward something in this attempt. But anyway, here's the final attempt. And I'll point out that the real difficulty here is that once you damage the secure car enough, you are then trying to get away from the police because you probably got a 2-star wanted level. You're trying to get away from the police in a secure car with very low acceleration. So a quite common way to fail is to successfully damage the secure car enough, but then get busted as you're trying to drive it away. Okay, so here's the speed strat that I'm going to demonstrate. It turns out that ramming into the vehicle is not the only way to damage it. And in fact, we saw that blowing up some police cars damaged this secure car in 2 explosions. So the speed strat is to put your own vehicle the right distance away from the secure car and then blow your own vehicle up with shotguns. And so that's what I'm doing here. And so I'm going to say that there's a Goldilocks spot in terms of how far you want your van to be or your car to be away from the secure car. In terms of feet on the screen, I'll say like maybe 3-4 feet, something like that. But the sweet spot is such that if you're too close, if you park your van too close to the secure car and you blow up your van, you will damage the secure car so much that the secure car will catch on fire, and then you'll fail. If you're too far away, then you might damage the secure car some, but not completely fill up its damage meter. And then the secure car is spooked and just starts to drive away. And so you got to be in the sweet spot, not too far and not too close. And we saw again when the police cars were exploding near me, the first police car to explode near me was much farther than we just saw my van to this secure car here in this attempt. And it damaged the secure car and filled up the meter, something like 33%, I don't know, ish. Okay, so all I have to do is drive into the blue marker and into the garage and it's done, but we're going to fool around a little bit. I'm wondering, can I fail by driving too far away, even like after I've gotten the secure car? So that's what you're going to see me do, is drive pretty far north on this island, and I was not surprised that I didn't fail, so we'll just head right back. And like I said, I'll kind of goof around with getting in and out of the van, and the pushing the thing into the blue marker didn't work. I'll drive the van into the garage, then back out of the garage, then back into the garage. It's like doing the hokey pokey, but with the van. Okay, so that said, the other nice thing about this speed strap, besides the fact that it's quite fast, because you don't have to like slowly, hit the secure car many times over and over again. But a real nice thing about this technique is that you don't get 2 stars. We only got 1 star from the very beginning of this strategy, which is awesome. Okay, so here I'm just waiting for a beeper message to show up on the screen. There it is. And this beeper message is the one that announces the El Burro mission or chain of phone missions is available. So El Burro is a new boss available to us in Hepburn Park at that telephone right outside of Misty's apartment. So going back to the wiki, this mission right here unlocks the next Joey mission, obviously, Cipriani's chauffeur, but it also unlocks the El Burro telephone chain of missions. So that's pretty cool. The reward you saw there was 20,000 bucks, and the fail states, according to the wiki, are the secure car blowing up, which we saw, or escaping, which we did not see. Okay, so here I'm going to demonstrate something else, and that's a mission that we're going to get a beeper announcement about, but it hasn't come in yet. I will show it to you later in this video. But for right now, I'm just grabbing a secure car. Remember, by completing this IE garage, import-export garage, you can grab any vehicle in there that you want. I'm going to show you this secure car is not bulletproof and will blow up just like the other cars do when you hit them with enough bullets. I will just bring a secure car over, and magically this unmarked garage opens up and we drive right in. And then we get paid. And presumably, this person who wants secure cars is quite savory and only has good intentions. $5,000. I don't care about their intentions. Give me that cash. Okay, so it turns out that boss, whoever wants the 10 secure cars there, um, something. He's going to give us less cash every time we bring the next one. So the first one is 5,000. The next one will be 4,500. After that, 4,000, then 3,500, all the way down until the last one he wants is $500. And then we'll bring him an 11th one just to show that he doesn't care anymore. Okay, so what I wanted to do to kind of be true 100% plussing is find these secure cars in nature. So I already like kind of cheesed it up and grabbed that free one from the import export garage. But I said, okay, there's still 9 more secure cars to get. Let me just go find them in the wild. And I thought that I could do this on this main double road here, this 4-lane road. I figured maybe 2 minutes to find each secure car. And so to get 9 or 10 of them, I was thinking, all right, it'll take me about 20 minutes. So what you're seeing here is my 8 times fast forwarded attempt. And here we're going to see finally the indication that this guy wants more secure cars. So I spent 10 minutes driving up and down this road, and so I'm showing it to you in like 8 speed. And I haven't found anything yet in this video. And then like at some point I get out of the car and I start like flicking the camera to try to spawn new vehicles. That didn't really work. And then at some point in this video I'll show you me going to get a secure car from that import export garage, not to bring it directly to that garage that wants 10 secure cars, but to just drive around in it on the 4-lane road. Because whatever vehicle you're in has a much higher chance of spawning on the road for these NPC drivers than like a random vehicle. And so it was kind of a cheesy strat but I was kind of getting desperate after like 5-6 minutes of not a single secure car that I was even willing to try driving a secure car up and down in the hopes that would increase my chances of finding a secure car in the wild. But after 10 minutes of fruitless searching, I have given up for now. So my pledge to you is that I will find 10 secure cars in the wild as I'm continuing to make this video series. I'll show them all to you in future videos, but I'm giving up on them for this moment. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.